welcome to this Urban Tango Nice recap video. So this is for the workshop that we taught on the 8th of July in Cardiff, in Machen, for our monthly workshop there. We were going to do Don't Wang Your Leg, but the people who came to it were all already good at decorations, so a bit of a waste to do workshop based on doing decorations safely and in a nice way to people who can already do it. So instead we had a request to really go into delve deep into the Ocho Cortado, different ways into it and just different forms of it. And out. So naturally we covered the way that most people teach it, which is a sequence of steps, which is a forward step on the left for the leader, back step and round, closing the feet together and the follower stepping across, stepping to the side and sinking in, and then stepping out into the cross. So what we actually then discussed was the important step is for, if we come from this point of view, is if we're doing it from the Ocho, is actually the follower stepping across with their closest leg. This is what that step behind does in the sequence of steps. So anytime we get into this position, we can do an Ocho Cortado, i.e. one of the follower's legs is across us and she's at this 90-degree angle. We then talked about this side step, and the reason we sink it down is to pin the follower's legs there. Otherwise, if we were doing this in something like a hero, she would automatically want to go into the back step pivot phase. This sink down is also important. That's the reason why it is there. We then looked at doing the cross. So we talked about it from a milonguero type point of view, which is where the Ocho Cortado could have come from. In milonguero style, you're trying to do everything as close as possible. So if I'm twisted this way, the follower is naturally going to put herself into a cross, just because of the technique of that style to keep things small. However, if you weren't doing this in milonguero style, you tried that technique, what you'll do is just pivot behind into a back fillet. So what we actually use in sort of most people use is a more, I suppose, nuevo point of view. Very traditionalist, this is actually it, the way you do it is nuevo, by actually showing the follower what to do, so actually creating this bit of space between us to pivot and making sure she comes in front. So we show different ways of getting into it, using the step pattern, the forward Ocho and the hero. And then we try to break people's habits with this, so you never quite know where it's going to come from. So the first one we did was actually from a back Ocho. Whether this is a strict Ocho Cortado is up for academic debate, but it follows the same sort of principle. Here's the back Ocho. Instead of her stepping forward with her right foot, I've actually got her stepping back, but she's stepping into the same place, so it still works, which means I can then take her into a side step and into the cross from there. So it's a slightly different way of thinking about it. It doesn't matter if your foot is going forward or back pivoting into a place. So again, breaking habits, but making you think rather than just accepting. And then finally, if you really want to understand tango, do everything backwards. So can you do the Ocho Cortado sequence on the other side, on the open side of the embrace? Can you do it from your forward Ochos? Can the follower actually do the forward cross on the other side? Or are they so ingrained in just doing this motion with this leg that they haven't actually learned the technique for the other? So that's the type of thing we were going over yesterday. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and we'll see you again in another video soon.
Thank you for watching this Urban Tango Nights recap. If you like these videos, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the logo. You can find more of our class summaries down here and other videos of us dancing tango over here. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Meetup. Links are in the description below, and you can also subscribe to our newsletter using the link below.